Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, always hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go! Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You. Check. Protein spill. Shit. Hut. Yep. Take it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. No chance. Swing. Fair. Check 31. You got tight.
On first down, Benjamin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Check. 25. Check 25. Go. Hey, Sam off. Lucky. Go. Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, lock it. Joker. Rock it.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And It's a first down and more for Gordon. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second and long. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
SOS. He's crashing. 198.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Denver. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Hard. Get it ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Leo.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 49. 49, guys. Mike 49. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
3, 218, chop it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm coming. Shoot.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
We got 6 all day.
Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 80 weapon.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, alert 3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, wahoo!
On second and a yard. Block. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Under 10. 10.
Go.
Bang.
Come. Now.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 2-yard line.
Let's go. 15.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch safety green.
Hey, Sam off.
Rush in.
Five.
Hey, check 24.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He completes it to Bryant. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Chargers.
Hey, watch it.
Back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Score. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
They've got his man complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This pass finds its way to Williams. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift.
2nd and 2. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Alert 3. Shift.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Shane Ray, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24. Check.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
Lock now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They run the counter. Benjamin. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
Sit up.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the hit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove down in your mind into there, we've seen teams before points. They didn't get them again.
And look to throw here. Keenan Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by one more.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Gordon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ready. Hard, hard.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the...
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
6-6, bullet high.
Hey, check 24.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Leo. Be careful.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Broncos 45, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Switch up, switch up. Shift, shift.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
15. And the Chargers first down.
Looking to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll get this to Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Los Angeles.
Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. Block me. You can't block me.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator.
I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Bravo.
You run. 57.
I go. 5.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
General West.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 4. Check 4. Check. Lucky.
Bear. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's go, boy.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on